Well, it remains rainy in the Pacific Northwest. Florida also gets quite a bit of rainfall today, in between quieter and milder weather this week. So once again, another atmospheric river event for the Pacific Northwest. You can see this comma-shaped cloud just really pushing lots of moisture here across the Pacific into Washington and Oregon through the day today into tomorrow. That was really focused on British Columbia over much of the weekend, and now that moisture has migrated a little further south, and this is just the first of a couple of more waves of moisture. You can see another one lining up behind that here for the middle and end part of the week. So plenty of moisture. It's been a wet winter for the Pacific Northwest, and that continues. Another 1 to 3 inches of precipitation here over the next 72 hours. And of course, the mountains, that'll continue to be in the form of lots of snow as well. Not to be outdone, though, Florida is the other spot in the country that's seeing some kind of dreary wet weather today. A stalled front across the state is producing lots of mostly just plain old rain with some embedded thunder, but 1 to 2, 3 inches of rainfall for much of Florida, just except for the panhandle, getting pretty wet today into tonight. In between, though, it's going to be relatively quiet with the retreat of that Arctic air. All the stormy weather, the winter stormy weather, moves off to the north. The jet stream is going to be roaring largely to the north and east part of the country with an upper level ridge. That means the snow belt shifts to the north. So this was snowfall last week. You could see following the edge of that Arctic air. Well, now that the cold air retreats, that snow belt moves right back way up north into Canada. Just around the Great Lakes and parts of the Northeast, we'll see some snowfall this week. So pretty quiet for the central U.S. We got that system in the Pacific Northwest, rain for Florida that'll dissipate heading into tomorrow. And then it's just some clipper systems moving through the north central U.S. over the Great Lakes into the Northeast. These will be the only real weather features through the week. But again, Great Lakes into upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. We'll see some rain and snow showers every periodic 36 hours or so this week. But otherwise, most of us warming up significantly compared to what we had last week for at least the central eastern U.S., which was in the deep freeze. In fact, the warmest spot relative to normal will be South Dakota, Nebraska, into southwestern Minnesota, where temperatures will be 20 to 30 degrees above their respective normals today. And that's substantial because last Tuesday morning, it was anywhere from 15 to almost 40 below zero actual air temperatures, and now they'll see 60s to 30s for high temperatures today. So that is a 70 to 80 degree swing in the positive direction. So much so that while the severe weather outlook is pretty bland today, there is at least a general risk of thunder. South Dakota into southwestern Minnesota and Iowa. First chance we've seen of that so far in 2025. So spring fever taking hold as temperatures warm up and the weather becomes a little bit more tolerable this week for the central and eastern U.S.